So a shark, a snake, and an alligator all walk into a bar. No joke, just another day in Florida. Before going on any adventure, you must fuel up. Here we go, off to the gator farm.
From where I live in Jacksonville, Florida, St. Augustine is just an hour drive. St. Augustine hosts an amazing place called the Alligator Farm. Now, from a photographer's standpoint, I would have never thought this would be a great place to go take pictures. It seemed kind of silly, but as you'll see, it turned out to be an amazing place to get some killer shots and have a good time. So I grabbed my camera out of my truck, shut the door, and started walking towards what I would soon find out is a bird photographer's paradise. And as an added bonus, there's tons of alligators. So if you're scared of gators or you just want to get up close and personal, this is a perfect place. Once you walk in, they start you out slow. They got the little gators, and they are so cute. But I wasn't there for the gators. I came to see
a bird rookery.
The bird rookery happens to be all the way back. Although, above all of these gators, there are trees that have all the different birds from different species. The birds feel safe because of the gators, actually. Occasionally one ends up being a nice little snack, but for the most part, these gators get fed on a regular basis. So much to see here. So just a little trivia for you. A gator can live just as long as a human, average about 70 years. So, when you say later gator, there is a good chance you might actually see him later. In all seriousness though, this gator farm is amazing. There are hundreds of gators and hundreds of birds, amongst a few other animal species scattered about the park. As I got to the back of the park, the gators were fascinating, but like I said, I want to see birds. And there they are in all their glory. There's a couple of egrets. Some herons. And coming up next, you're going to see all the photos that I took of the various birds and other animals. Check it out. Well, hopefully you liked my slideshow of pictures I got that day. The St. Augustine Alligator Farm is an amazing place to take your family. It's an amazing place to take your camera. In fact, if you are a photographer, they have a pass that allows you to get in an hour early and stay a couple hours late, so you can avoid the crowds. They also have photo contests a few times a year, so if you take those amazing pictures, definitely partake of the contest and the discounted rates. And if you get tired of walking around the alligator farm, St. Augustine is the oldest city in the United States. It has so much history, you could wander around the city for hours and never see the same thing twice. I often go there to do street photography, but today I wanted to focus on birds and a couple of gators. Now, St. Augustine is filled with lots of tourist attractions, and I would consider this definitely a tourist attraction, but it is also a paradise for seeing things that you just probably won't see in the wild. As a photographer, I'm mesmerized by how close I can get to all these animals and capture them in a very natural setting. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to try and take you on as many adventures as possible. This YouTube journey is quite different for me because I am a photographer, not a videographer, but I'm going to try my best. Please like and subscribe for more content, and if you could make a comment and let me know what you want to see, I will try to make videos that are for you, not just for me.